Have you ever been told, oh, your head is in the clouds, go down to earth, like who you are, like just be normal, stay where you are and never think about anything else. The only thing that we can rely on is ourselves. Nothing is certain. We can only rely on ourselves. And in order to rely on ourselves, we just need to fill ourselves with good energy, with the sun energy.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
So let me share my story quickly with you. First, I want to start with my family. So my parents are completely different people. My mom is kind of down to earth, as we say. She's very rational and she is on the earth. And my dad is from another galaxy. He is like, in the clouds and he is not on the earth. So they are two different types of people. And now imagine Russia in its 90s, how scary it is in the small town where people live from 8 to 5. If you cannot imagine, you can Google it later. So at that time, my father was giving performances. He made a rock band and he was singing not only about some reality stuff, like, I don't know, family, or I don't know, the city he was born. No, he was singing again about some different galaxies and stuff like that. So my mom always thought, like, what kind of voodoo my husband is. Everyone is normal, goes to work from 8 to 5, and mine is singing rock stuff. Like, she was kind of scared, and she was afraid that I will be the same, that I will also think of some, I don't know, unimaginable stuff. I will be in the clouds and everyone will make fun of me. So they divorced, and for a long time I was living like my mom was telling me: go down to earth, don't think about some imaginable world, blah blah blah, just be like everyone else. And unfortunately for me, I listened to that until one day I traveled to the United States, and then I immigrated to China, and I started to question myself, what should I do next? Like, is that all? So like before I had like a typical plot: kindergarten, university, school, and university. So everything was like written already. But then I ended up in some space where I don't know who I am. I don't know what to do. Who will give me the plot later? I didn't know. So that's how I came into astrology. And since that time, since the age of 22, I started to dig deeper into that. I started to apply techniques, which I'm going to share with you quickly today. And that's how my sun started to shine brighter. The reason why I said about my parents, about my mom and dad, is because it's very connected to astrology. We have two major things that are responsible for our upbringing, and this is first moon and sun. But they have two different functions. Moon is responsible for our comfort zone, for our reflexes, for our automatic reactions, for our biological living, something very, very simple and it's a comfort zone. And we have sun, which is your true essence, yourself, what makes you you. So it's not what society is, it's what your real essence. So because I lived a lot, like my mom said, like, because mothers are responsible for the moon functions. They are responsible for nurturing us, for giving us comfort and stuff. They are not responsible for telling ourselves what we should be, how they're not the ones who should give us an example. Of course, it's like very fucked up in the society, because mothers always want to be like fathers, and fathers, like, their roles are mismatching. But originally, mothers should be responsible for the comfort zone, and fathers should be responsible for giving us example of who we are, and they are the ones who should be responsible for igniting our sun. So getting to know this information, I realized that I lived a lot like my mom taught me. I was living in a comfort zone, and I started to do the actions like my father, and the actions that astrology tells my son to do. So I will share with you how to do it. So for example, to revive my son, I need to do some actions which are connected to that. In my case, it was, again, performing in front of the people, singing, because my father was a singer, teaching, and learning foreign languages. There are a bunch of them. So I was just trying to do them, trying to do them. And the more I did them, the more I became myself. Okay, just to sum up quickly, my mom, dad, different people. Mom down to earth, father is in the clouds. They divorced. My mom was afraid that I will become like my father. She was telling me that I should go down to earth. And then I said, no, I'm not going to be like that. I started to do a lot of actions. So these actions, they led me to the life I have now, basically. Like, it started with astrology. I started to give a lot of astrological consultations. Then I made a very huge blog. It's called Conversations Today. You can check it, which led me to a lot of networking. This networking led me to the people that I need. Then I came to NLP. I became a coach. So like, it's like a chain of consequences. When I was doing more, I started to get more. And the main message that I want to share with you is that when you will be doing these sun ignited actions, you can ask me after the discussion, or I can give an example now. The more you're doing them, the less you have the fear, because this is you. And the more you're doing them, the more you are becoming yourself. You keep attracting the events, like a magnet. You don't need to work hard and to wait for a long time. When you are vibrating higher, when you are like the sun with this rays, it's everything comes to you naturally. You don't need to do anything, because this is your true essence, and you are becoming visible to the world.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.